Hey there, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing something a little bit different than the last time I made a video, because of course I am. I always make something different. So this laptop right here is one I was going to make a video on a long time ago. It is a HP 15. Exceed your expectations, but not your budget. And the reason I didn't make a video on it is because it's broken. Very broken. Well, not really. Well, it kind of is. So this laptop has a 1-core, my bad, 2-core, 2-thread CPU at 1 GHz. Yes, you heard that right, 1 GHz. It doesn't have a turbo. So that means it is a lower gigahertz CPU than the AMD Sempron 3850, which is 1.3 GHz with no turbo and 4 cores and 4 threads. It only has 2 cores and 2 threads, so that makes it slower. And I was going to be making videos on it, benchmarking it in games, but I ran into a problem. What's the problem? Well, the laptop's graphic chip doesn't work. Well, it does, but the problem is when the graphic chip drivers are installed, what happens is the laptop freezes for about 3 seconds, and then it just updates in 1 frame, and then it's frozen for another 3 frames, and then it unfreezes, or 3 seconds, my bad. It's just like, except slower than what I did right there. I actually did that faster than the laptop did. And it makes the laptop entirely unusable when you have the graphics card driver installed. So what I'm going to do is install Windows 11 on this thing because Windows 10 corrupted itself. See if that fixes the graphics card driver issue, which I have my doubts. And just try to use this laptop without the graphics card driver and see how good or horrible it is. I actually already installed Windows 11 on this, but what happened was the Windows 11 installation I used kind of sucks. It required me to make a Microsoft account and a PIN, so I'm not going to really bother with trying to fix it. So instead, let's just reinstall it without the need for all of that stuff, because I don't want to make a Microsoft account or PIN or any of that. Well, check this out. Windows 11 is currently 11% complete. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Alright, the PC is currently restarting, and if I'm not mistaken, I am supposed to remove the USB stick now, because if I don't remove the USB stick, it's just going to go back into that Windows Boot Manager thing. And then now it's maybe I shouldn't have done that. That might have been a bad thing. Well, let's just turn it off and turn it back on again and see what happens. I might have to redo this now. Or maybe not. It's showing the little Windows logo and it's spinning. Well, the HP logo actually, but it's showing the little Windows 11 spinning circle, so I think that's a win. Oh, that looks weird. Oh, okay, it's asking for Wi-Fi. Let's connect you to a network. I will say I don't have internet for right this minute because I don't want it to do all the updates in the setup. I would rather do the setup later, or do the updates later after the setup. By the way, that I don't have the internet option is actually a part of the Rufus setup I am using because, well, without that you actually need internet, which is quite annoying. Normally I'd have to have a Microsoft account, which is quite annoying. So to set up Windows I'd need to figure out what kind of Microsoft account and email to use and password. And I'd have to create a PIN, so every time you turn the computer on you have to go through a PIN to turn it on, which is very annoying, at least to me. So it's nice using the Rufus tool. This video is not sponsored by Rufus, by the way, but I highly recommend using Rufus if you're trying to install Windows 11. Hi, how are you doing? Getting things ready for you. Sounds good. This will probably take a couple hours. Oh, something is happening. It is loading in. Alright, so if we go over into Task Manager here, which finally loaded. Actually, let's go back over to here. I don't know why I'm mildly... I want to do something here. So if I go to Processes, I click the button. It's lagging. I just want to press this so it organizes everything. I don't know why it bugs me if it's otherwise. Either way, as you see, we are running at 1.0 gigahertz. We have 4 gigabytes of RAM, and we have a 466 gigabyte hard drive. I think it's 512 gigabytes, just Windows isn't letting me use it all. And, oops, wrong button, I meant to go to Performance and to the CPU tab. Let's just change the graph to Logical Processes. There we go, 2 CPU cores at fully maxed out. Fully utilized, or fully slowness, or something. Yeah, it's a very slow CPU, but it's doing its best. Alright, we got the Wi-Fi connected. so now we can go and do some Windows updates, which I have a feeling will take a very long time. But first of all, let's try to turn on high performance mode in Windows to hopefully improve its speed. Because right now, as you can see, it's a little bit, what should I use the word? Sluggish. Yeah, it's a little bit sluggish. So let's go to power right there and wait a few minutes for it to load. Maybe a few more minutes. Maybe a little bit more time. Maybe it might do something. Okay, something is happening. Oh, there we go. Choose a power plan. Let's click on that button and let's select high performance. Although I think I need to actually turn on high performance myself, but that's okay. We'll turn high performance on anyway. Although I think I actually need to make the high performance plan, I don't think it's actually in Windows straight away on laptops for some reason. I think it's just in basic or recommended or something like that. This is taking a long time to load. Come on, 2 cores, you got this. It's not that hard to do things, right? Help! We're only at 1 gigahertz. Okay, fine. Maybe 2 cores isn't quite enough when the clock speed is this slow. Alright, let's do create power plan. And wait a few minutes for it to load. Wait some more minutes for it to load. Oh, there we go. And we'll do high performance. There we go. High performance for the plan name. Now we'll just press next. Alright, now the computer is in high performance mode, which will essentially do probably nothing actually. But hey, maybe it might help. Now let's go over and start looking at the settings to see if the Windows updates are underway. Hopefully they are. Hopefully this opens, actually. That would be great, please. Something is going to happen, right? Please, pretty please? Okay, whatever. Oh wait, there we go. Let's go to Windows Update. Let's see how many updates are underway. This might be hilarious. Oh, it hasn't even started yet and it's lagging this badly. Alright, let's check for updates then. Oh, there we go. We got lots of updates happening here. I guess this will take several hours, so I'll just pause the video and get back to you later because it's going to be pretty hard to use this PC when all of these updates are happening because it is quite slow. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit tired of waiting for it to do Windows updates. I mean, it's currently doing updates, but we're partly network limited and we're partly CPU limited. Or I don't know, it's just taking a little while. So while it does updates, let's do some installing of some apps here that I like to install on computers, and let's just try to get the thing up and running, ready for me to do a few benchmarks. Not that many benchmarks because I can't use graphics card drivers, but we'll just install something. Hopefully. Maybe we'll play Solitaire, I don't know. But I need to install some CPU benchmarks, so at least we get those. Maybe 3D Mark? No, probably not. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Starting off, though, Microsoft Edge is taking a little while to open, but I guess that's to be expected, especially with this CPU. I wanted to go over and make Task Manager stay on top forever so we can just watch it indefinitely sit at 100% usage while we just Google this like slightest little thing. There we go. We'll just set that somewhere, or we'll just make the whole thing glitch out, and now Task Manager just crashed. Is that what just happened right there? I think that's exactly what just happened. Did Task Manager literally just crash on me? Is that even possible? Apparently it is possible. That's how you know you have a truly powerful PC. Let's start this thing without my data, and I don't want to do anything like that. Nope, I don't want any of that. Let's just get this thing to work. Oh, here we go. Task Manager is reopening. Yay! Maybe. Or maybe nothing's going to happen. Oh wait, here we go. It opened. I would say that is a success. Now how do I get back to the Performance tab? I think it's over here, isn't it? I don't know, it's frozen. Oh, yeah, okay, it is over here. I could close that. And the network thing is gone. I think Task Manager is just flat out frozen right now. Oh wait, no, the network is coming back. Oh, there we go. We got the network back. Okay, that was weirdly exciting, wasn't it? I certainly think it was. Let's just put it somewhere, like right there. Alright, well, Microsoft Edge is still not open, so that's how you know it is extremely powerful. Oh, there we go, Dark and Stormy. Let's click on that. I guess that would be a slightly better theme, maybe. Darker theme, that's kind of popular now. And welcome to Microsoft Edge. Yep, sure, let's just try to get out of that. And let's do Google Chrome download. Let's download Google Chrome. Or maybe we won't download it. It depends if it opens. It doesn't look like it wants to open though. But I'm sure at some point it will. This page is not responding. Yeah, but that sounds fine. I mean, you've been downloading updates now for how long and you aren't done? So, I'm just gonna start using the PC. I mean, we have 2 cores, we can do some multitasking, right? Yeah, maybe not with this PC, but usually with 2 cores you can multitask. But maybe not in this case. Now, which download or link should I go to? google.com, google.com. I guess it doesn't matter, we'll just click on one of them. Hopefully it's not a scam/virus, because sometimes you can get sponsored things on top that are fake because they have like one wrong letter in the URL and you don't notice it, and then you download it and it is a scam. And this might actually be one. I don't know, it's not loading correctly. That's fine. I'll give it a few minutes and see what happens. You know what, while this loads, let's open up youtube.com and let's listen to music from the YouTube audio library. Maybe, or maybe we will not do that. It might open. One thing I don't like about Microsoft is, like the Microsoft Edge, is I don't want the Microsoft News here. I think that makes it more CPU demanding than it actually needs to be. I'd like this background to just be maybe white or something. I just want the web browser to be as simple as possible. Similar to the Google Chrome layout, if that makes any sense. And this is doing nothing. Let's try out a different thing, right? Or maybe not. Google, let's just do Google download without the word Chrome at the end. That might make it more happy. And it's frozen. Oh wait, no it's not frozen. Okay, it was just having a little hiccup. And there's no need to download a new web browser because it's faster. It might be faster, I don't know. I just prefer the look of Google Chrome. I like how Microsoft Edge is like upset when you Google download. I feel like the Microsoft Edge browser is probably the #1 browser for Googling the term Google download, or searching the term Google download. Although I must say, the Microsoft Edge has actually gotten quite a bit nicer looking over the years, in my opinion. But I still don't like, well, this. Microsoft Edge runs on the same technology as Google Chrome with the added trust of Microsoft. True, but at the same time, I don't like how it looks. It's just a bit more, I don't know, I feel like it's harder for older computers to run. It might not be harder, but I just feel like it might be. Hey there, this is VoiceOver Mode. I was just going to say I tried to download and install Google, but then I was wondering what the fastest web browser is. After watching some videos, it turned out DuckDuckGo and Brave are the fastest, so I downloaded both of those, and now let's skip to the part of the video where all of them are downloading at once. Either way, Brave is actually the first web browser to finish downloading and installing, which is pretty neat. Chrome started first, and it's not done. And then DuckDuckGo is 5% done. And I tried to start Brave and DuckDuckGo at the same time, and Brave seems to have won. And Google should have won. It had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes of ahead time to start, but yeah, it is still not there yet, so we'll see what happens. Well, here's something pretty funny. So the Brave browser just opened right now. I don't know when I tried opening it, or if I did try opening it. I don't remember doing anything, but it got done installing like 10 maybe minutes ago at this point, and just now it opened, so that's a very confidence-inspiring thing. Yeah, no, not really. Should I use the page file instead of the RAM? And according to this, it says if you try to do that, what can end up happening is it will start using your hard disk a lot more, and it might actually be slower. But I think with 3.5 gigabytes of RAM, maybe I should just make it a lot bigger. They don't recommend giving it more than 3 times the amount of RAM on your PC, which is currently, well, let's just say 4 gigabytes. So that would be 12 gigabytes. I think I'll give it 16 gigabytes. No, actually 20 gigabytes. I'll give it 20 gigabytes of page file. Because Hey, it might be useful. Or maybe it won't be. I don't know. Well, maybe 16 gigabytes. I mean, I have plenty of storage on this, so it's going to somebody who will have no problem with storage. So I think what I'll just do is make the page file large. So hopefully it might be slightly happier. I'm trying to open up the start menu again. It wants nothing to do with this. Google is still installing, by the way. That's impressive. Either way, performance. Let's see if we can get performance mode, or not performance mode, performance, I don't remember the name of it. Something in here to make this thing work better. Have you ever seen the start menu lag this badly to where it just can't do anything? It's just, you wrote the word performance in here. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna give up now. Yep, that's, yeah, I don't know. I want nothing to do with this, so I'm just going to just, yeah, it's your problem now. I don't know. Yeah, okay, this is great. Oh, the whole thing down here is, oh no, it's not frozen. I thought it was frozen, but it's not. Oh wait, here we go. Adjust the appearance and performance of Windows. How long did that take to load? Like a minute? Was that like a minute right there to load that? I think it was. So about 10 minutes ago, the screen went black, and then it just slowly started doing things, and now it looks like this. The mouse is doing its weird lagging thing again, so I think the graphics card driver installed and that's what's going on here, but I'm not too positive, because I cannot figure out what is going on. I don't have any idea. I was trying to get Windows activated, but yeah. Well, this is the graphics card driver lag that I'm talking about. Do you see how the mouse keeps just freezing? Yeah, it's pretty much unusable like this. Like, if I try to, like, minimize the tab, I went way past it, and I went way past it again, and I'm past it again. Wait, one moment. There we go. I think so. There we go. And, oh yeah, there's a big fire in California. Yay! But, as you can see, it's not very good at all like this. Let's try to minimize this tab. Oh, there we go. Minimize, please. There we go. And this is not done downloading. That is fine. Let's try to minimize this tab. I hope I got it. There we go. Now let's try to go to the Windows thing down here. And I'm going to try to open up Device Manager. I pressed the Windows logo. We just need to wait a minute or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 12, or however long it takes for it to open up the Windows thing. And maybe I need to press the button. I don't know what I need to do. Something needs to happen though. And that did nothing. That seems alright. Eventually, I can open up Device Manager and disable the graphics card driver. Oh, there we go. It opened up. That's glorious. Device. I wrote that down in there, and nothing is writing itself down, and it disappeared because I clicked the button twice. It just took that long to open up. All right. Let's try this again. Device Manager. Let's see if it will work. We just wrote the word device in there. It's probably all I need to get Device Manager to show up in this menu. And once it shows up, then I will open it and go into it and disable a graphics card driver. Alright, Device Manager, it is clicked. Now we'll just wait a little while and eventually it will open up. And it will let me turn off that device. Maybe. I don't know what it's doing. It smells like a wildfire inside the house right now. That's probably a good sign. Yeah, there's like fires nearby. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're coming close to here or what's going on. So that's some news I should probably actually look at. But I don't normally look at news that much. Either way, Device Manager is opening, so In a moment, I can turn off the graphics card driver and not have to deal with this horrible laggingness. I mean, it's still going to be lagging, but the mouse at least won't be lagging, so that will at least be a slight improvement over what is happening now, which is total unusableness. I don't believe I've ever seen Device Manager take this long to install. I mean, open. I'm not even installing anything right now. Well, I'm installing updates for Windows, but I'm not, like, installing Device Manager. But, yeah, it took a really long time to open. Either way, let's try to click on Device Manager. I mean, Display Adapters. Wait, I've over-clicked it. Wait, over here. Please. It's like a... There we go. Okay. It's like this tiny little thing. AMD Radeon HD 8210. Can I please get my cursor on it? There we go. Right click it, and then we wait like 12 minutes for it to respawn, and once it does respawn, we can disable the driver. I think Device Manager is actually frozen right now. I think it actually is frozen. It's not doing anything. Do I need to click on it again, or left click on it and then right click on it? I'm not sure. Let's left click on it, and then right click on it. Okay, that's what I had to do. Let's press the disable device button, and then it will be like, do you want to disable this device? I'm going to click yes. Did I click it in time? Yes, I did. I almost overshot the yes button. But now it starts working normally because we turned the driver off. And why are we back in Task Manager again? I don't know. But hooray, we have drivers that are turned off, so it actually is working right. So over a span of 3 days, I have over 6 hours of footage of me just trying to use this amazing laptop. And I don't think you want to see all of it, because it's so good, you're struggling to watch. So what I'm going to do is just skip ahead to a couple interesting things, like trying to watch YouTube. That was pretty interesting. I tried some things like H.264 I'll just not include trying to install that and use it because the result was the same. I tried YouTube though, and that was interesting. And I also tried out some games, very light games, and some programs. I think that would be more interesting to you than just sitting here watching it load with cricket noises in the background or something. Yeah. Awesome, so since the VLC is now installed, maybe YouTube will start working normally. Or maybe, okay, maybe. We'll see. I also heard an extension called H.264 might help. Okay, so 360p is working pretty good. It's not amazing, but it is working. If I start moving the mouse around, it probably will start lagging. Let's see if we can up the resolution a little bit and be a bit fancy and actually see things like you didn't rub Vaseline on it. 360p. That's a very fancy resolution, isn't it? Not really, but maybe it'll work. Oh yeah, it says it's not installing anything, it kind of is handling it. I feel like if you start moving the mouse around it's going to be upset, but not doing anything is fine. Let's see if we can full screen it. Maybe that was a mistake. No, it's the same resolution, it's probably fine. There we go, that looks horrible actually. That looks downright horrible. Oh, now it's like struggling as well. Let's skip a little bit ahead. Maybe to get some daylight. Maybe it'll look better in the daylight. I don't know. That's my thought. Okay, further ahead. Is this 360p? It looks like 144p. Let's skip further ahead. Or maybe we will just make it freeze. That's, I guess, a possibility too. Is that 360p? It really doesn't look like it to me. No, it definitely is 360. Okay, well let's try 720. I know this is a mistake. There's no way around that. But hey, you know what? I think we can try it out and see what happens. Alright, 720p is working. It's kind of walking, but it's alright. It's not running, but it's walking. It's working similar to 360p earlier. I wonder if I can get like H.264 IFY and improve it. Is that even possible on here? I don't know, but maybe. Running Cinebench R23 was a mild mistake. It took pretty much all day to run both tests, but that's alright. I got some very interesting results to compare this to a bunch of other CPUs. Either way, the test has complete, and it's gotten 187 for the multi-core test and 102 for the single-core test. That is horrible. That is flat out horrible. Horrible, you say? Well, what does that number even mean compared to what other CPUs can get? Alright, well let's just zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. So, if we start off in the AMD section, we'll start off with the single-core CPUs. So, the AMD Athlon 2 160U got 221 points, alright? This is a single-core CPU, obnoxiously slow. The AMD Athlon LE1620 and 40 are also single-core CPUs. They got 234 points. They only have one thread, by the way, so I was only able to run the single-core test. But 234 points. And this hunk of amazing piece of silicone got either 109 points or 102 points, depending if it was Windows 10 or 11 for the single-core test, and 195 or 187 for the multi-core test. That is absolutely horrendous. If we come over to the Intel side here, if we look here, some CPUs go as high as like 16,000 that I've tested. But if we go all the way towards the bottom here, you'll see we have the Intel Pentium 4 640, which has 181 points for the multi-core test and 172 for the single-core test. You might be wondering, why is there even a multi-core test in here? The reason why, yes, the Pentium 4 640 is a single-core CPU, but it does have two threads, so I was able to test both threads. Either way, oh, I swear, every time I record, somebody calls. Either way, what I was trying to say is the Pentium 4 640 release date is from 2005, February of 2005. The CPU that we're testing here, which is the E1 2100, is from 2013. And somehow it is slower than a computer from 2005. I don't know how. Alright, so this is the user benchmark. And I didn't bother showing installing it because it took way too long to install it and get it working. But yeah, here's the results. Alright, I ran out of storage once again. That's normal. Either way, it is done running, and my score in this is 0. I don't know what that exactly means. It says it will be done soon. Oh, this is a game. Oh, there we go. We get to experience how a game runs. Alright, we are getting currently, according to this, 0 frames per second in this game, or 2 frames per second. And the input lag is... let's turn to the right. Let's just see. Okay, and left, right again. Okay, left. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. Let's just Alt F4 out of this game. I've had enough of that. So the score is essentially nothing. Okay, that's a very assuring sign right there, isn't it? Certainly is. Let's try to open up CPU ID, CPU-Z, and see what the CPU benchmark in CPU-Z is. I have a feeling it's going to be quite low. Alright, in CPU-Z you can see the E1 2100, it has a 9-watt TDP, and you can see everything about it. It's running at 997.98 megahertz, that is horrendous. Either way, let's go to bench and do bench CPU. We'll see what this thing gets. You got this, you little piece of amazing gold from silicone or whatever. Alright, we're getting 77.2 for the multi-core and 41 for the single-core test. Can you play classic Solitaire in here? Let's click the button. Oh wait, it disappeared. Oh, there we go. Click on it. I clicked on the classic Solitaire button. Can you please open Solitaire? It's all you need to do. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, this is not going to work. I thought Solitaire was going to work. Honestly, I thought it was. I thought, Okay, out of anything, if it's not going to play videos too well, it's going to at least be able to run Solitaire at a decent pace, alright? No, I don't know how to play, but we'll be able to tell if it's laggy or if it's going to be able to be used. But I feel like we can see the answer. I don't even know. I'm the person who always tries to find a use for a laptop. Oh, by the way, I've seen Solitaire be used before. This thing here normally just loads in immediately. This is not supposed to load like this. I always try to find uses for old laptops. Yeah, no, this is not going well. It is not at all going well. I guess I can put the 9 under the 10, right? But I think I need it to be black. I'm trying to move it over there, and it's not moving. Oh, wait, it is moving. But I think it's going to bounce back to the right, though, because I don't think it goes there. And cards need to be stacked between red and black. I do know that, but I wanted to try it anyway. I pressed the X button, and it's not going away. Oh, there we go, it disappeared. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's press this button here to get one of the cards from the top to show up. I think it's going to be over here somewhere. We have an 8. So the 8 of whatever that is goes over to the 9 of this. I am trying to do that. Oh, there we go. It did it. It made it. Okay. This is the worst Solitaire experience I've probably ever experienced. Actually, it's the most entertaining experience. I've never would have thought Solitaire would have ran like this. K. I don't know what K is. I think K is probably lower than A. So let's try to put a K over here. Is that going to work? I don't think it will. No, it's not. Okay. So K is higher than A somehow. Okay, I don't understand that. And that's okay. I don't have to understand it. I just need to be able to get this thing to start working. But I think we get the gist of it, okay? Solitaire is playable, but playable is a stretch. Like, I can put this over here, and I'm just going to show you, like, how long it's taking to load. It's still not over there. Okay, now it's over there. Okay, that is... I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just, not great. What if I put that over to the left? Will it let me? I don't think it will. No, it won't. It keeps giving me, like, tips and hints, saying, hey, are you sure you know how to play this game? Yeah, I do not know how to play the game, to be fair. Oh, Solitaire is not responding. Oh, but paint did open. You see it? It opened. So let's try to do some painting with Microsoft Paint. Oh, and my chair is falling over, actually. Yeah, okay, paint works. And then I could, like, adjust the background to red, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's great right here. Okay, we are in business. We have a proper paint experience here, I would say. Oh, yeah, okay. P... Oh, it's lagging again. Oh, wait, I have the wrong color selected. It's not lagging. P... L... S. And lots of exclamation points. There you go. Awesome. Subscribe, please. Hey, you know, Microsoft Paint, it works. I'm surprised, but it does actually work. At this point, I'm kind of not sure what else to do. I could go over and install Chrome OS maybe, but I don't think that would really work that good either. I could go over and install like Steam OS. Probably won't work that good either. I could install Linux Mint, Linux Ubuntu, Linux Debian, Linux Tiny Core, Arch Linux. It's probably not going to work that good either because I don't have the graphics card drivers to even be able to do anything, really. Sure, maybe Windows 7, but again, graphics card drivers don't work, so you're kind of still stuck with a very limited CPU here, so you won't really be able to even play DVDs even on Windows 7, so I don't know. I really have no idea. I thought this was going to be somewhat useful for something. It's not, so I just give up. This is proper e-waste at this point. It's not even that old. It's 1 year newer than this computer right here. And this computer right here is able to play Cyberpunk 2077. Granted, I have an upgraded graphics card in it, a modern one, but still though, it's able to play lots of things. Alright, well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for wasting like 30 minutes or an hour of your time. Who knows how long this video is? I don't even know at this point. 3 days of recording for me. Have a good 3 days, or I don't know. Bye-bye!